الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم الصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. ورضي الله تعالى عن أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. يا همة الشيخ يحضر لنا بهذا المحضر فلتأتي بنظرة تأتي لنا بظفر. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We indeed thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gave us this opportunity to gather here in one of our sisters or auntie or mother house, mashallah, in this beautiful gathering. That without doubt is a blessing of Allah. Because Allah is the one who chooses among millions of people to be here today in the sake of Him, sitting together as brothers and sisters in the sake of Him, calling His names in the sake of Him. Indeed, is a blessing among the biggest blessings. And as what Sheikh Ibrahim, Niass, our great Sheikh teaches, whatever blessing Allah give you, how great it is. If you say Alhamdulillah, you fulfill your duty as a servant to Allah. That's why we all have to say together, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
There was one murid who traveled to a place, and Allah blessed him with a lot of blessings, and he sent a message to his Sheikh and said to his Sheikh, I have some blessings that Allah gifted me that I am very weak to even thank Him because of the amount of the blessing that I am enjoying. There is no word that I can give Allah to satisfy in my heart that I give Him what He deserves. And the Sheikh replied to him, whatever blessing that you are, how big it is when you say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, you fulfill your duty as a servant to say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. There is no word bigger than Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And even when we enter paradise, which is the highest blessings, what do we say? What the Muslims said when they enter paradise? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana li hadha wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. We thank Allah indeed, because it's the word that all the worship of Allah will be vanished except Alhamdulillah. The day of judgment, there is no salat. You don't need to pray anymore because the salat is only here. You don't need to do any salat. You don't need to do any fast. You don't need to do any hajj. All the worship of Allah will be erased, will be stopped, because there is no need for it anymore. But Alhamdulillah will still remain even when we are inside paradise. That's why the people who knows Allah knows that Alhamdulillah is one of the highest secrets. Even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can see Muhammad is from Hamd. Therefore, this is a blessing for us to gather here today. We are saying in our deep in our heart, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Because wherever there is a awliya who say, and the zikr salihin tanzil rahmat. Whenever you're remembering the good awliya in the jalsa, the mercy of Allah will be bestowed upon you. And one of the students asked that Sheikh, you said when we're gathering to remember Allah, to remember the good things of the awliya, the mercy of Allah will bestow upon us. What about if we're remembering Allah itself? And the Sheikh was, the question was shocked inside his heart until he got fainted. Because without doubt, if remembering the awliya Allah that can bring blessings from Allah, what about remembering Allah? What we receiving is more than blessings.
Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah.
Therefore, what is more important in your life is the time that you sacrifice in Allah. That's the only thing that is benefit for you. We're thanking our sister, mashallah, who welcomed us in his beautiful house, mashallah, the house full of nur. That, mashallah, tabarakallah, we gathered here and do wazifa. When the angels comes and see what we were doing, they will get back to Allah and say to him, there is some people who gathered in so place, in so sister's house. What they were doing, Allah asked him. He said, they were gathering there to call your name. And he said, did they know me? He said, some of them know you, some of them didn't. He said, did they know? They asked what they're asking for. Paradise? He said, did they know my paradise? Did they know how sweet it is? He said, maybe they don't know. But Allah said, those people, my forgiveness is, I already shower my forgiveness to them because of they gathered in the sake of me. By sitting here in this humble house, mashallah, our sister who opened his heart and welcome us, we don't have nothing to say but to pray for her.
Ameen.
To pray for her, may Allah strengthen her.
Ameen.
May Allah give her a lot of blessings.
Ameen.
May Allah put peace in her home.
Ameen.
And put peace in her all activity.
Ameen.
And put blessing and barakah in his body and the family and all his activity.
Ameen. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Because there is a verse of Quran, Allah inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. When they asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what can you explain us who was those awliya? The awliya that Quran is saying that they don't worry about nothing. Allah is the one who gives them all what they need. He said, it's those people who love each other in the sake of Allah. The people who sit together in the sake of Allah. The people who spend their time together in the sake of Allah. The people who spend even their money in the sake of Allah. And this is what happened. Our sister, what do we do? All of us spend little of our what we're earning and come here. And she opened her house without doubt. She spent and her money to cook or to bring water or juice, all these things, in the sake of Allah. We're sitting here doing zikr in the sake of Allah. Without doubt, we are, alhamdulillah, those people that Prophet Muhammad said, they will be friends here and they will be friends in the hereafter. Because if you are not together in the sake of Allah, you will separate without doubt. And the day of judgment as well, when you see each other, you will not want to see each other. Each of you will run to, you don't want your brother to see you or your sister to see you because you are together in the dunya, just in the dunya. And so many scenes happen to be and you're togetherness. But if you are together in the sake of Allah, lot of blessings and lot of good things will be together until when Allah pay you that reward in the day of judgment, you will love to see your brothers and sisters. Because you will know that she or he encouraged you in dunya to do good until you inherited paradise today. That's why those people, they will be friends here and they will be friends in the hereafter. And there is one hadith that says, ما كان لله دام واتصل وما كان لغير الله انقطع وانفصل. Whatever that is in the sake of Allah, it will stay forever and it will continue and there is a blessing that is going to show. But whatever that you are together and is not in the sake of Allah, you're going to separate and it will cut off. And whoever that you mingling yourself, first of all, it has to be in the sake of Allah. And you will see the results will be so massive of blessings. MashaAllah, I'm once again very happy to be here with all of you and to say that we are approaching the month of Ramadan. No one should not talk or do any sermon at this period of time that we are without reminding yourself and reminding the brothers and sisters about the holy months that we are about to welcome. And if you have honorable guests that you respect and love and honor, before he comes you have to do a preparation to show that he's coming, to show respect and love. And we Muslims, Ramadan is one of our pillars in Islam that once you stop it,